Sam here at Rick Jones Pianos with an upright piano I've just regulated and tuned. My colleagues did a beautiful job buffing and polishing the finish. It's a Yamaha model W103 built in Hamamatsu, Japan in 1980. It's a piano that's been worked on before. I believe it has new tuning pins and strings and also a new set of Yamaha hammers. And I was taken by the tone of this piano. Well, first of all, I was able to regulate it to be very smooth and responsive. But well, Yamaha is known for more of a brighter, clearer, bolder, more brilliant sound. And I would say that by design, in my opinion, every Yamaha is going to have a clear sound. That's just inherent in the way the strings are arranged. However, I was taken by how sort of mellow and very, very deep and dark sounding this piano is, especially in the lower ranges. It's not an overbearing piano. It's not bold and in your face like some pianos, including Yamahas, might sound if you played them loudly. I thought it had a remarkably gentle, warm, mellow, and especially deep sound. Honestly, deeper than I thought a 48-inch upright Yamaha would have. Remarkably deep sound. And a note about the W series, it's on the inside similar to the same size Yamaha U1, which is 48 inches tall. But the W series in its day was an upgraded series over the U series that they were also making. And the most obvious upgrade was in the cabinetry. They usually have a sort of mid-century modern or a Scandinavian style cabinet. I've seen some more traditional cabinets too amongst the W series, but most of what we see is this very angular, square, clean, minimal Scandinavian style case. I think it's quite attractive. I like that style myself. And well, so okay, that's the most obvious upgrade, but we as technicians, when we work on these, at least in my opinion, I always notice just something slightly more upgraded about the way they play and feel. I don't know what it was. They chose different felts in the action or what, or that just piano just turned out especially nice. But in my opinion, the W series uprights usually just are slightly better in the way they perform than what I've seen from a lot of U series Yamahas. So they're similar pianos, this and the U1, but this one is a bit more upscale, and I think in more ways than one. And I'm very pleased with the way it turned out. Accordingly, I'll rate the tone a 4 on the scale from 1 to 10, from mellow to bright. Really, wonderful, I would say, for classical music, really, or sacred music, or anything that benefits from that sort of softer, more gentle sound. And I would say also it benefits, well, it would sound very good in a relatively small living space. We listen to the pianos here in our vast warehouse with really high ceilings, and they fill the room. Some of them fill the room at least, some more than others. This one has more of a gentle sound, which might not sound too loud in here. But when you put it into a relatively small living space, if that's what you have, and you don't have much room to work with, I think this will be just the right amount of sound for a small living space. It's not too overwhelming, but it's a very deep sound. It's a sort of power in reserve that you can bring out whenever you want in the music that you play. So I'm very pleased with how that turned out. Touch-wise, it feels fast when you want it to, but you can also sort of feel the massiveness of the keys too, and the whole, rather the mass of the mechanism moving as you play quickly. I'll put it right in the middle at a 5 on a scale from 1 to 10. It feels deceptively light. It feels light when you want it to, but it's it's not exactly a light touch, but it's not hard either. There it is in the middle, a 5 on the scale from 1 to 10, from light to firm. Very agreeable and neutral and smooth throughout the scale, which is what I always try to go for in regulation. The middle pedal, as you might expect, does operate a practice mute, which is the curtain of felt going between the hammers and the strings, so that instead of striking the strings directly, it strikes indirectly, so you can practice late at night or any time of day if you have a row house or apartment. A substantial reduction in sound from what is already kind of a softer sound, so I think it's excellent choice of piano for any living situation where you have to be concerned about not disturbing your neighbors. Well, I picked out this bench to match it in our inventory. If you have a choice, we have this adjustable bench that has a finish which I think very well matches the piano. The advantage is that the seat adjusts up and down using these knobs, but the disadvantage is that it does not open up to store sheet music. There are mechanisms underneath. If you would prefer a bench that has storage for music inside, which might be useful in the small living space actually, we could provide a duet bench instead of this bench that would match also very closely the color of this finish, which is a very deep, I guess is that a cherry or mahogany? We'll confirm that. I'll confirm that with my colleagues later. It's a very deep red stain that this color grain has. No, I think it's a cherry finish. Usually cherry turns out a little bit more red. So, really elegant looking piano. And of course, like everything else we sell, it has a 10-year warranty, all parts and labor, and 100% lifetime trade-up guarantee. Just please make sure to have it tuned twice a year and kept away from extremes of humidity. Doing so will allow you to return to us at any point in the future and trade it in for precisely its instrument sales price. Not that you would feel a need to anytime soon, with its several replacement parts and with the careful preparation that we've done to bring this piano back to its original specification and how it plays. We don't suspect that you'll have any need to trade it in because of anything that might be wrong with it for definitely the 10 years of the warranty and many decades longer if you continue to take care of it. Regular tuning and moderate stable humidity is crucial for keeping any piano in good condition, and Yamahas are workhorses, so if you keep them in good condition, they tend to hold up very well with time. However, in the future, if you do decide that you want to make room for a larger piano, or you end up moving somewhere else and you have room for a grand, you would certainly be welcome to return to us and trade this in precisely for that price and upgrade to another piano in our inventory. Most likely a grand piano. Not going to be a whole lot of uprights, I think, that sound a whole lot deeper than this to justify the upgrade. So you have that choice. Please stop by, try this out for yourself. You can send us an email or give us a phone call if you have any questions, but we hope to see you here if you can. It's always good to give these pianos a try for yourself so you can feel the keys. Thanks.